Hello and welcome to my awesome health journey, and I'm Brett Dupree, and I'm here to talk about something I've been thinking about a lot, mostly because I'm about to hit a really cool milestone in my life that I'm very excited for. That's going to, help my personal situation, which is simple. In 2 weeks, I will pay off my car. I'm super excited about it. I'm paying off early. Story is basically my ex kind of freaked out because I did a long time 7-year loan, which everyone tells you not to do because it costs you a lot of money, but your monthly payments are low. But at the time, when we were talking about, when she became my fiance, we're talking about moving in together, she looked at my debts and got all freaked out, but my debts weren't that bad. It was pretty much, this car loan and my student loans, which were handleable. So I was like, all right, I'll pay my car off early if that'll make you happy. And so that finally started, even though we broke up a year ago. But what was it, 2 years ago? Anyway, I am paying off my car. But this leads to this thought process that is just going through my mind, and one that I have to kind of play down and not let the anxiety take over, because when you have life of trauma, especially trauma around money, like growing up poor, gets a lot of trauma around money. And also through my life, a lot of times when things are going good, the rug gets pulled out of me, or the other, waiting for the other shoe to drop, those sayings. And I just have to remind myself, of course, over and over again, that things happen. That's what, I think I was talking about this earlier, how, life is meaningless in a sense, where, things don't happen for a reason. I don't believe in karma. I believe things happen and we give it meaning. And that means that just because something's good going to happen to me and I'm going to reach a monetary goal does not mean all of a sudden something negative to my monetary situation is going to happen. And even if it does happen, it's not because I paid off my car early. It's not because, hooray, something good, so something bad has to happen. And, there's the other one. When it rains, it pours. The idea with some bad things happen, more bad things are going to happen. Like trying to equate two things that have nothing to do with each other. But it gets to the point because we humans are so we desire structure, we desire meaning, we desire things to make sense. And so we see patterns and things that do not have patterns. And when the patterns we see is through random things that happen to our lives, and this has to have meaning. So a bad thing happened to me a long time ago. Oh, I feel like, for instance, about 2015, I was feeling relatively safe on my job. I was just kind of steadily going up. I had more responsibilities. I kind of became a manager of my division, which was only one other person. But without, one of those, because everybody left, I was really the only person to do it. But at the same time, I thought that was a good experience. Plus, I enjoyed it, and I felt very empowered. And plus, I got to use some of my Toastmaster stuff, and it was super cool. And I started feeling good, and then I got laid off. And for a while, especially since then, anytime I feel comfortable in my job, I feel nervous. Last time I felt comfortable, I was laid off. Last time I was comfortable, I was laid off. Last time I felt comfortable, I was laid off. And the thing about that, especially for someone like me, when you feel stress, or when I feel stressed, I tend to shut down and not want to do anything. That increases my chance of losing my job. So feeling that anxiety does not help. It doesn't help at all, but it's still there. And so it's like a constant talking to myself of things aren't related. Just because something's good happening in my life does not mean something bad's going to happen. Though there's no correlation, even if something bad happened. And also worrying about it doesn't help. Worrying about layoffs or some bad thing happening with my money, like my identity getting stolen or anything, is not going to help. I just have to do things, to protect myself and the actions to prevent it. But at the same time, worrying about it and feeling the anxiety and not being able to celebrate the fact that I'm going to reach this accomplishment and have some extra money in my bank account because like I don't have to pay. I don't have a car payment. I won't be able to enjoy it because I'll be too busy worrying. Oh, something bad's gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen, and that does not help, and that doesn't allow me to enjoy my life. And I said many times, I haven't said it in a while, but I'm working on trying to live my life with maximum enjoyment. The most enjoyment I have at the time with the situation that I'm in, and being able to enjoy my car being paid off, and no more car payments for a while. For at least 4 years. I like to keep my cars at least 10 years. So no new car until 2029. Knock on wood. That, yeah. That just because something good is going to happen doesn't mean something bad happen. Just because something bad happens doesn't mean something else bad is going to happen. And it's just, that just goes into my mind a lot, and I've been really thinking about that lately and working on just letting it go, allowing the thoughts, of course, because I've learned, not to deny myself, to like give myself grace for having these thoughts, but recognizing the fact, like, if something bad happens, it's going to happen. It would happen if I did pay my car off or not, and again, if something bad happens, now I can deal with it better because my car is paid off. Yeah. So basically, that's what I'm just here to talk about. Life happens, and you don't need to give it a meaning that causes you stress. That's the TLDR of this video. So thank you for listening. Hope this thought process might bring you a little peace in your life. I love you for who you are, and you are worthy.